Hello, everyone. It's 2:50 p.m. in the afternoon. See, I almost accidentally said evening. So, they have ants galore on the ground over here. And they're crawling so fast. Excuse me. Black baby ants. So, I apologize in advance for any noise. So now, see, this morning, I was not sure if I was gonna have enough funds to get the breakfast that I usually get, but I was sad that I didn't have enough at all for any the fruit juice that I usually get for breakfast. So it's like um I have a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and a muffin. Like usually it would be like um I rarely get the bagel, but I switch between the croissant and the biscuit sometimes. And I usually get a muffin, but if I don't have enough for a muffin, sometimes I would get a scone. Um, but um, so I still have that $1.55 and that I was able to panhandle, and um I have 19 cents left in the bank. Just 19 cents. That's it. And so I did not get to sleep that great. Slept from 10:20, about 10:20 this morning to about 12:45 this afternoon, and my sleep was spotty. And you know, so whoa, they had a, I don't know what that was. Jack just flew. But it looks like it's about to rain, like it's about to storm, and on the other side. So it's not supposed to rain overnight, but it's not supposed to rain overnight, but it's supposed to rain for the next few hours and rain hard. And I would hate to be caught in the rain after the library closes, you know. Excuse me. And I've been trying to ration the I've been trying to ration the two rain ponchos that I have left, you know. So I don't use umbrellas because no matter what city and state I'm in, if every time I use an umbrella, no matter what the price or the size, if I buy an umbrella and the wind breaks it like within 5 minutes of me buying the umbrella, and my OCD is the reason why I don't use the reusable ponchos. So I usually use the throwaway dollar, or now you can't get ponchos for $1 anymore. They've been like $2 or $3 now. Um, so I just get like the throwaway rain ponchos, you know. But I don't see people dressed like this anymore. Like, um, and people used to have like entire rain gear, like a whole rain suit, rain boots, and all that. I don't see people dressing like that no more. But they got a bunch of stuff trying to fly on me. So like, they had a guy that was standing up, and he was arguing with a guy that was sitting on the ground. At first, I didn't know what was going on. At first, I thought it was just two people chatting. And then when I went up closer, after I was trying to panhandle and ask for help, I didn't realize the guy standing up was, his mouth and his face was bloody. Around the mouth area was bloody. And he asked the guy on the ground, he kept saying, "You want to go to jail? You want to go to jail?" or whatever, I don't know if any of them had been drinking or something. But the guy he just threw the dollar on the ground. And then I walk up and I sanitized and sprayed the dollar off. I disinfected the dollar off, And then there was a female that gave me, she had 55 cents that she gave me, It's like panhandling, for me, panhandling here in New Orleans has become harder and harder. And people they have been meaner, even meaner and meaner. That's why I seldom panhandle on the streets much anymore and deal with abusive, rude people that want to wrongfully punish and mock me. And, the people that mock and laugh, they give themselves away as perps. But a lot of people, they'd be like narcissistic abusers that try to prejudge you and don't know your situation. And, they have people I heard that the Freemasons manipulate people to think that, in the mainstream media, manipulate people to think that all homeless people are bad criminals who did something bad to deserve their predicament. So what did I do bad if I've been in this financially unfortunate situation since foster care, pretty much? The foster mom and the foster family, really, they didn't want me with a job. They wanted me to be forced to focus more on mental health and just being a slave to Social Security checks. Like, the foster mom felt threatened by my independence and trying to work and trying to get away from her and stuff. Yet it's like she hated me but wouldn't let me go. But eventually, after a while, I found a way to break away. And she got mad and wrongfully punished me with the silent treatment. And, and refused to even come visit my new apartment or anything like that. She only visited once. But she was by my twin sister's house almost every freaking day. My twin sister's apartment. Like, the foster mom ramped up treating my twin sister much better than me after we turned 18. Also, they can lie and say Candy's jealous. But yeah, I don't um feel any bite marks, but they had a dirty perp that was perping with a red shirt yesterday on one of the buses that I rode, and she brushed up against me, and I've been itching ever since. But they had that dirty perping with the red shirt during my perp walk in the middle of the night. I'm sorry, early in the morning, a few days ago. The one who cursed me from A to Z, and I've been kind of itching a little bit, but I don't have the final confirmation on whether or not ended up with bed bugs again. Like, it's not finally confirmed whether or not I have bed bugs again. But the stalking cult have been planting people to try very hard to infest me with bed bugs again. And so I realized that the first perp walk video that I did this morning, it disappeared. Come on, man. These flies keep harassing me. Yeah, so, but I've been itching like crazy nonstop, itching all over my body, but I have not felt any bites, and I'm not sure if I have bed bugs or not. I hope I don't. But I haven't really felt anything crawling up me really much, but I just been feeling like itching all over. Like I'm itching all over, you know. But this morning, I was still in the dark, and I probably should not have done that, but I couldn't see that well, and out of desperation, I just dumped random amounts of a bunch of the lavender oil, pure lavender oil by itself, all over my bags, and then I felt like a sickish kind of feeling, and stood up and walked away, like a few feet away from my bags, and I started to feel a little bit weird, and my body felt weak for a bit. You know, my body felt weak, and I couldn't stay standing up for a while, so I had to sit back down. Yeah, so the first perp walk video, I didn't even realize till a couple of hours later that I don't think I accidentally deleted the video. It probably refused to save the video. So, excuse me. But yeah, as I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough money for actual breakfast. But nobody came through with the extra $3 to help me out. But I told y'all I was going to come back and try to ask for help for funds for dinner. You know, I was so upset from last night that I didn't even want to go swimming today. That's how mad I was. And I was sleep deprived, hoping I could get some good sleep, but I didn't get to sleep that great. But I got a little bit of sleep. But so I need help with dinner, and I hate the stalkers causing me distress, and nobody wanting to do, like, none of the so-called authority figures want to do anything to help me. So it is the 12th of the month, and so far all I've earned from live streaming is $35. So that's how the stalkers are hurting my little income that I have. So last month I had to kind of try to play catch up towards the end, and I, been receiving on average about 100 between 160 and $175 a month with my from the live streaming and YouTube AdSense. So I mean, like, I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but I ended up almost catching up at the end. And this month, July, from June, I'm supposed to get $150.12. Um, on July 21st. So the fact that I can't live stream after hours. I can't live stream after hours at the library anymore, because of the stalkers illegally swatting me, and because I can't live stream in hotel rooms anymore because the stalkers illegally calling up the place and finding out where I'm at and calling up the place and having me wrongfully kicked out and banned. That's less hotel time for me. And then when they harass me and illegally, when those aquarium security guards, when they sabotage, when the stalkers sabotage the live stream, the aquarium security guards think that I'm causing the disturbance. With the online stalkers when I try to live stream. But I don't have much of anywhere else to go. So, and I'm still upset about what happened last night. If I can't go there anymore, then I don't know where I could go. So, they plant stalkers to come and do frustrating stuff near me, like smoking cigarettes and doing this and doing that. Stuff that they know I hate. I was able to almost have my peace for like 2 whole hours pretty much. But then, that female security guard, that she's always bothering and harassing me and picking on me. And she has an attitude of self-righteousness. And and she was smoking, in a close enough where I could smell it. But after that I told that older white man, that homeless looking man, something. Then the black guy, sometime afterwards, he started to light up some weed and start smoking it. And then it was right when I started to live stream. And like, I've been having to take breaks from live streaming because of fake Damnesia illegally sabotaging and messing with the stream, and on purpose so I can't get help, and he's causing me distress, and I can feel the strain on my heart, and I know people say that that's not good. Fake Damnesia and the stalkers, they're trying to kill me. They want to end my life and think it's funny. So now when the clouds are not covered, it is extremely hot. But now that the clouds are covered, it's like cold, kind of cold. So yeah, it's about to rain right now. So I was hoping to get to eat dinner on this side of the river on the West Bank because it's much cheaper than downtown and also cheaper than Metairie. You know, Metairie or and Kenner is a little bit far out. So yeah, like it's cheaper over here. You know, to eat a decent meal. So I'm trying to get help with funds for dinner. Um, it's 3:11. Um, I'm gonna go back inside. My brain is kind of cloudy right now. It's not even clear. But excuse me. I'm gonna listen to a few chapters of the Bible and try what I could to work on some of the novel writing. But yeah, the stalkers, they are hurting they're hurting my YouTube live stream AdSense income. They are hurting my income. So if I end up well, the stalkers are hoping that I will be in jail next month during the month of our birthday. But if I'm not, then I would be very disappointed if I didn't earn like $100 from the AdSense this month for next month. Because, I don't know what I could do this month to earn bigger than like $300 for the AdSense for next month for our birthday, so that, if I could, have a good time and, celebrate or whatever. But the stalkers think I deserve to be eternally punished. And it's all because I won't sell out and become evil. And I hate how, so if they send stalkers to smoke around me, if I move somewhere else, they're going to send other perps to come and follow me and do the same thing. So it's like in January 2022, when I was it was like, no, somewhere between December 2021 and January 2022, I was staying in a motel in Pensacola metro area, and I was in the motel, and they kept on having stalkers to do stuff like that. Stalkers that aren't guests at the motel to pull up and shine their vehicle lights into my windows repeatedly. And then when I film and record them, they try to gaslight and illegally drive off. And they kept sending more and more new perps to shine their vehicle lights into my windows. And I'm like, well, how come nobody gonna say that they're gonna go to jail for trespassing on private property? And what makes them have legal right to be there? So, to illegally surveillance me. And so it's like that with the smoking. Like, if I film and record one perp, and then they will have, like, after that perp gets exposed and leave, then they will have more perps to come by and do the same thing. And It's a gang stalking script. Ever since after I got wrongfully arrested and illegally swatted last year, now the gang stalking script is when they do their stuff. It's a public place. He could do what he wants. It's a public place. Well, how come people can blast loud music, but I can't scream at perps bothering me? And I suffer Tourette's, and they still want to make it like, oh, you're a troublemaker, when the stalkers were planted there, and then I was made to look like I was the one who was handling the situation wrong and being childish about it or not acting my age, and they kept illegally. That guy had to have been planted there, and Jonathan kept on talking about how the security guards, that they're watching me on camera, that they're watching everything. And he tried to defend the perp and make it like, oh, he's not, oh, I assure you he's not bothering you, he's not into that. Well, the guy responded just like any other perp would, with the being disrespectful and ignoring me. And he knew what he was doing. So, and just because Jonathan went to junior high and high school with me does not exempt him from gang stalking as well. Like, because Jonathan has had moments where he last year, he defended me when other security guards were trying to bully me. He defended me and had my back and told me you good. But sometimes he'll be nice to say hi, and other times he'll act a little stuck up and a little weird. Oh, move! These flies, And I don't know for sure if they turned Jonathan into a perp or not. But almost all the other security guards, the employees on those boats, everybody from the Riverwalk, the hotels nearby, they're all highly narcissistic perps with narcissistic personalities. Like all the security guards that work overnight and like they illegally drive around. Well, how you breaking the law, and then you're exercising, to enforce the law. Well, you can't arrest people, but you try to enforce the law being a security guard, but you're breaking the law by driving illegally with one headlight, strange tail lights, speeding through places you're not supposed to even, Security guards think they're above the law, just like the cops, and they can break the law, but then enforce rules and laws on you, Excuse me, they're making my nose itch. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And it's like I hate security guards as much as I hate cops. It's only a small amount of security guards that quote unquote laid back and cool and nice and or whatever, or lenient. But a lot of them be on power trips like they wish they were a cop. And like in 2003, I was living in New Orleans Towers, and I was sexually assaulted and almost raped by a security guard. And nobody did anything. That nobody believed me or cared. And then I was actually raped by the Freemason in 2012. He was a fake security guard, and he was an armed security guard. And he was married, and I didn't know until after the rape. And people think I'm the laughing stock, that they think it's something to laugh at, when they hear that, and they try to victim blame and say I deserve it. They think it's something to mock and laugh at, that I was raped by a Freemason. And so, they got fake security guards out here, no less criminals, security guards and cops, they're no less criminals than any other prisoners or thugs, Wow, flies, hold up. Excuse me. So, Well, now they got a bunch of them. A bunch of tiny little flies trying to fly and harass me. So I don't know if they have a man across the street selling watermelon. Whoa! A fly just touched my nose. If they have a man selling watermelon from the back of his truck. Across the street, you know. But yeah, it's July, and I've been thinking about what I can do to get like enough support to have enough financial support to get to stay in like a motel or extended stay or something, or an affordable hotel, you know, throughout this coming winter. I'm still traumatized by last winter. You know, it was the most traumatizing. This past winter and the winter before is like the most traumatizing winters ever. So, I want to talk more to y'all, but I'm gonna have to go. But it looks like because of the illegal swatting, if I don't have help with funds for dinner, then I'm gonna have to just go straight across the river and try to. If I don't have the funds, then try to ask when I'm already across the river. So I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. I need any and all the help I could get.